I want to show you something because there's been a person who's been flying under our radar that also needs to go. Take a look at this.
Boycott Netanyahu's visit.
Am I going to do what?
Boycott the visit, not go when he comes to Congress on July 25.
Oh, yes. Got reasons considered.
Yeah.
So, as you can see here, the congressperson can't hear and cannot even generate thought fast enough in order to respond, which you can tell she's of an advanced old age. I thought it may have been because of the noise in the background, but quite frankly, once I found out that she's 86 years old, it makes absolute sense why she cannot stand upright and walk, why she cannot hear, and why she cannot generate like thoughts and responses without her caretakers making them for her. And I want to show you something else because there's somebody else in that White House who's also doing this. Have you all seen this footage of this party? I think it was some kind of extravaganza going on at the White House. I want y'all to see something. As you can see in that video, like it's as though he was either on some strong medication or he was not mentally there. Can you see how, let me see if I can shrink myself down. Put myself over here. I want y'all to look at his arms. And then I want you to rewind back in that video and I want you to think about whether or not that strikes you as odd, because he is doing what McCain used to do. But McCain was a veteran who had suffered grave injuries to his arms. Biden has not. Biden looks as though he has been either fully medicated or he is, as we all can see, in neural decline. Back when I was dealing with my family member who's going through neural decline, I saw this. And as they age and as they degenerate and their brain function degenerates, they do stuff like this. They just stare off into the distance. They don't know where their arms are, their legs are. Like the images we saw of him during the D-Day ceremony, doesn't know that he's not supposed to be sitting down. There's not really a chair for him to sit down in. And he is walking around, what I'm trying to explain to you all, as a dead man walking. I mean, if I was pulling at my Louisiana roots, all my Southern roots, I would have said the man was like he was not in his own body. And if you go back to that video, watch it again. He's just not there. I've heard some people try to explain this away by saying, I think this is all an act and he's going to come back and he's going to blow Trump out of the water. I can tell you, if that man shows up to that debate halfway in this catatonic state, like not even there, y'all are about to see some fireworks go down. This is not a healthy place for the Democratic Party. This was a completely negligent thing to do, to put a candidate up and then to keep trying to pretend as though what we're seeing is not what we're seeing. We're dealing with a president who literally he's unable to look at what's going on and to perceive it for what it is. And then to be able to translate what is perceived with all the data that he has. He's then unable to tell the truth about what he perceives. And I'm talking about Gaza and Palestine. And for the first time, I've seen Biden begin to make MAGites, Trumpers, like look mildly correct in that this guy isn't even president. And what I'm saying is that a man in that cognitive state of decline and neural decline is not presiding as president. Somebody else is. And as many have stated, it's likely just Blinken and his cabinet. And so the bureaucracy of Washington is working overtime to try to pretend and make us all think that what we're seeing is not what we're actually saying. But I want to encourage you all that if that person is in charge in the midst of a World War III, that person is not prepared to handle that job. And we are all in a world of trouble.